The majority of our products are concrete products or medium dense products. We don't actually fire them as such, but what we do is we condition them. So they go in our kiln, which is behind us. As a major structure, we do have to inspect the kiln on a regular basis, and this involves us taking a scissor lift inside and visually inspecting everything from top to bottom. Previously, before we had the system put in place, we used to have to either get a double extending ladder and climb up to look, or we could put a scissor lift in. We'd have to put the scissor lift in, we'd have to physically lift it in with a fork truck into position. Quite hazardous, not good practice, and very, very time consuming. One of the dangers we have on our plant is actually getting from one side of the kiln to the other. There's a large pit that the mother car runs into. Traditionally, our employees had walked across the frame of the mother car itself. We did actually have an incident when somebody slipped and fell, which is the instigation of this project. Initially, we wanted to address sort of moving the scissor lift around and the access across from the other side. So as a dual product, we had two platforms fitted, one either side of the mother car, and a walkway with handrails on, and access down into the pit on the one side. And that initially addressed that part of it, but it wasn't ideal. To put the steel ramps in, it's a two-man lift, you're carrying it across rails to place it in place, and we decided we could do something that actually travelled with a mother car and a fixed platform to marry up to take it off of the ramp. So that's when we came across the aluminium hinged units we have on now that permanently stay on the car, and this marries up to this arrangement down here with a small platform, so it gives us a smooth, shallow run straight on and off. Certainly from crossing the pit and climbing into the pit, it's eliminated that. When we do have to cross the pit, we can park the mother car in front of the gate on the other side, and it's just a straight walk straight across, which is easier than climbing down it pit, so people do tend to do that. In terms of the scissor lift, it has reduced a lot of risk. So the next stage on with that were to actually we installed roller shutter door to give us access from this side, and we had the ramping system we designed so that everything's fixed in place. It's just a case of lay the ramps down and drive on, and we can leave the footway in place. In terms of risks that we associate with this job, it's had quite an impact on reducing the fatal six. Certainly working at height, because we have a proper bespoke scissor lift that's under our control, it's our piece of kit. Secondly, the manual handling with no physical lifting heavy equipment such as scissor lifts on and off of platforms. We've not got people struck by moving objects. It's driven on, it's all done in a safe, controlled environment. I think as a site, it's made us feel a lot safer with how we deal with Kiln. It has put a lot of things in place that take a lot of dangers away. Very proud of what our team's done, production and engineers. It's been a marvellous effort all round, and all power to them.